Meghalaya's Tourism Minister Paul Lyngdoh has announced stricter guest registration, a ban on private tourist transport, and enhanced surveillance following the recent murder of Indore-based businessman Raja Raghuvanshi in Saura. Key measures include mandatory digital guest tracking, a fleet of 50 tourism vehicles launching in July, and amendments to the Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act to curb crime. CCTV installations will target high-traffic zones and vulnerable tourist areas based on local recommendations. Despite challenges, Lyngdoh expects tourism to recover, citing upcoming events like the Cherry Blossom Festival 2025.
The approach of the government will be multi-pronged. First, as I mentioned the other day, we will ensure that all lodges, all accommodation units will now compulsorily register their guests through the tourism app, which is already available and which till today is being used by roughly 60% of the accommodation units. One. Two is you must have also seen the ban on the use of private vehicles to ferry travelers. Three, and more importantly, the decision for us in the cabinet to revisit the RSSA and give it more teeth will also help to a large extent for us to be able to control crime. Fourth, the state police has already made a name for itself by cracking this criminal case of Sonam in record time, which is 7 days. That spectacular performance of the Meghalaya police itself has, I'm sure, put the fear of to visitors to not play around while traveling to Meghalaya. In the month of July, we will again introduce a new, fresh fleet of these prime vehicles. There will be approximately 50 numbers of new vehicles, and we will follow the due process of inviting interested entrepreneurs to access this scheme. The app that we have already contains all data of every traveler to Meghalaya. Now these travelers will stay at either resorts or homestays, and all of them have been instructed to register them compulsorily, and that data is also being shared with the local police station. To that extent, our data of travelers is therefore complete. Even in case of paying guests, whoever are accommodating guests, say by renting out a room or two, they also will have to now compulsorily use the app. So the information with us will be complete. And if anyone does not register and there is a breach of the law, then the onus falls on the owner of that accommodation unit, whether a hotel, a resort, or a homestay. We have already asked the Saura Tourism Association to submit a list of areas which they consider most vulnerable. Once that list is furnished to us, we will immediately start acting.
How many CCTV cameras are you planning in the first instance?
As I said, it will be based on the request that the Saura Tourism Association will make to us. Those numbers will only come to us once they submit that formal requirement to us in writing. In any sector, especially a sector as fragile as tourism, there are always ups and downs. But if you are to attribute if there's any decline in the footfalls, it would not be only because of this one single incident. You have to consider the traffic situation in the city. You have to consider the flash floods and the water logging at Jorabat. All of these also hinder, movement of tourists. So these are being resolved. For instance, though, when it comes to the water logging at Khanapara and Jorabat, we have just had a discussion at the level of the chief ministers of both Assam and Meghalaya. So there are multiple factors, but on the whole, after this case has been solved by the state police, there is a tendency for this sector to again recover, and hopefully with our announcement of future events like the Cherry Blossom 25, which we will make soon, we expect that there will be an upsurge of visitors again.